It's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking baseball. We're about a week into the season, and we've got some good matchups to dive into. This one, White Sox hosting the Royals. It's Masters Week, which means we have a promo code for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The code is golf. White Sox, pretty big favorites at home here, minus 142. The total is 9. We've got Mike Minor, a lefty, going for the Royals. And then Dylan Cease countering for the White Sox as the starting pitcher. We've got Chip Chirimbes here to break this one all down for us. Chip, initial thoughts on Royals and White Sox?
Well, these two teams have a way of putting runs up. Right now, Kansas City's averaging 5.7 runs a game, and the Chicago White Sox are averaging 6.3. And, their pitching hasn't done much to discourage scoring on the other end. Mike Minors, who's starting for Kansas City, he's 1-0, and that's fine. His ERA is 6.0. Dylan Cease of the White Sox, a lot's expected of him this year. He had no decision first time out, but his ERA coming into this is just under 6 at 5.79. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. These two teams give up runs. These two teams score runs. As a matter of fact, the last 17 times they've met, they've gone over 11-5-1. And they've gone over 6-2 the last 8 times they played in Chicago. As far as looking at a side of this game, it's at 142, 145. I expect it most likely to go up because Kansas City's lost 10 of the last 11 straight up against the White Sox. I'm not going to mess with that. That line's able to end up getting too high. But I do think this game goes over the total. I think they have a history, and that's the way this game is going to trend, and it should be. I think it goes over easily, really. I do. It's going to be a Saturday afternoon game. If the weather's fine in Chicago, plenty of runs should be scored.
Yeah, I think the trend for me in this one is looking at the White Sox against left-handed pitching. Last year, it was the big trend that everybody followed because the White Sox were 14-0 during the regular season against lefties, and the Royals are starting a lefty here. The White Sox picked right back up where they left off. They're 3-0 against left-handed pitching this season, so it's hard to go against the White Sox here. Obviously, the price is what you'd be looking at here. Like you said, I think it does go up. What I'd play here is probably a first 5 on the White Sox if the price, is reasonable. Hard to fade the White Sox against the lefties because they've got those right-handed batters that can just absolutely mash. Anything else you think better should know on this one?
No, that if you're going to play the White Sox, play it as early as you can because, like you mentioned, what they do to left-handers, and Mike Minor is no big star right here. So I'm expecting them to score a lot of runs. Get on them early and don't wait until the last moment to lay it because your price should continue to go up right until the first pitch.
All right, always sage advice from Chip Chirimbes. Chip, thanks for joining us.